And we back. Now today's video, I have an experiment. Alright, y'all know I'm known for just doing some wacky stuff in my league, and today we're messing around with injuries. I think we can all agree that injuries are basically the worst part about all sports. Well, today, I turn injuries on. I turn every injury metric to 100. So injury severity, injury duration, career-ending injury frequency up to 100. And then, as we go up to difficulty, oh yeah, how frequent do players get injured 100%? I'm trying to see how the NBA would react if basically the entire league got injured. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Again, we live in a fictional world, so I don't feel too bad about this. But in real life, of course, we don't want to see nobody get injured. But my thing is, let's see the Bucks roster. What if out of these 15 players, 13 of them get injured at the same time? What does 2K do? Are we just gonna roll with 2 players, or are they gonna force players to play with their severe injuries? But I also haven't tested this, so let's simulate 3 days into the NBA. Turn off all trades because I don't care about that. And we played an entire game, and no one got injured here. Wow. Okay. What about around the league? We've only been in the NBA. Oh my God, there it is. 1 game into the season, Reggie Jackson tears his left Achilles. Paul George broke his left ankle. Robert Covington hyperextended his left shoulder. Chris Paul broke left forearm. These are some real-time injuries. Wow. And again, we're only 2-3 days into the NBA season. Okay, how about we go a week into the season? What percentage? Oh, Giannis is injured. Giannis is injured. What percentage of the NBA will be injured just after 1 week? Ersan is injured. The 1 week of the NBA. Okay, let's go back to the injury report. So, of course, we saw Reggie Jackson is the only player out for the season, but Paul Millsap, lower right leg stress fracture. Jimmy Butler, torn right meniscus. Jared Allen, broken right ankle. This is tough. Okay, so the 76ers have 4 players injured, Joel Embiid being one of them. Our Bucks have 3. The Bulls have 3. Cavs have 4. Is there a team out there who just already have 5 people out? Everybody's got like 3 to 4 people out. The Suns are just healthy. The Suns are just healthy. Those young legs do not tear. Okay, let's go a month into the season. Okay, so here we are a month into the season. Let's see what's going on. Al-Farouq Aminu becomes the 2nd player to be out for the complete season after tearing his right ACL. Wayne Ellington is out for a bunch of time. Dwayne Wade, oh my God, this may force him to retire. So, it seems like every team has about 3 to 4 people injured. And that's a lot of people, don't get me wrong, but I was definitely expecting like 6 or 7 people to start off injured. So, what we're going to do next, actually, I want to see what's going on around the league, because the whole league is dependent on which stars get injured and which stars don't. For example, the Wizards in real life were in the lottery, but because John Wall and Bradley Beal are healthy, here they are, the top of the Eastern Conference. And then, let's see, any good teams at the bottom? Not really. How about out west? The Rockets are relatively healthy with, oh, actually, no, they're not healthy. And they're still winning. How is this Raptors team without James Harden, Chris Paul, Austin Rivers? How is this team the top team in the West right now? Wow, they've only lost 3 games without Chris Paul and James Harden. The Warriors, half of their team can be injured, but as long as they got one of their stars, they're going to be cool. Kevin Durant is injured, but that's it. Kevin Durant and Draymond is injured for them. Draymond still is an 82 overall with his injury. He could probably still play. Kevin Durant is still a 92 overall with his injury. And it's really about what teams can stay healthy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to make like most of my players injured. All of them. G League players, two-way players, everybody getting injured. And I'm going to start the game up, and I want to see what 2K is going to make us do. So here we are. I made everybody injured. Eric Bledsoe, Chris Middleton, and Brook Lopez are the only 3 players on this team that are not injured right now. So I'm going to go into here. As you can see, they giving all the minutes to these 3 players. Everyone else is injured right now, y'all. So I don't know what's going to happen. We got a game against the Knicks. We may be able To beat the Knicks with 3 players. That's disrespectful. I'm sorry. But I'm very curious to see what's going to happen because I didn't just give players injuries. I'm like breaking ankles. You feel me? I'm fracturing femurs and stuff. So if they got players playing with broken ankles, broken wrists, 2K, you didn't really messed up. The Knicks, not a bad record, 8-15. But they do have a full 5 starting, even with the injuries. So let me press pause real quick. Let me show y'all the injuries that they playing through. So Pat Connaughton, can I show y'all what his injury is? Got rid of all of my injuries. As you can see right there, it says current injury none on all of my players. Oh, but Malcolm Brogdon got his injury. Dante DiVincenzo. So they gave all these player healthies, and I went through everything and showed y'all the players that were healthy and who weren't healthy. And they in here telling me that they could just play through this. Let's get a bucket with Chris Middleton real quick. I forgot how slow Chris Middleton is. Let's get a bucket with Chris Middleton real quick. I'm also playing on pro. Okay, but that's it. That's what 2K is gonna do. They're gonna force players to play. They're gonna give them a magical little potion to get rid of broken ankles and everything. So I'm gonna sim this game. And yeah, they have a full rotation. Let me show y'all again. Oh my God, they got rid of my injuries. They legitimately, they took them off. They told me they can't be injured. I showed y'all before, right? That all of these players were injured. The only players that were not injured was Eric Bledsoe, Chris Middleton, and I think Brook, right? Those were the only players that were injured. And 2K told me, no, enough of that. That's too many injuries. Wow. Okay. I'm going to continue to sim. 2K, man. I just wanted us to go out 3v5. Didn't that happen in a college basketball game once? It was like 4v5 and they won. I remember that. I don't remember what team that was. But, that was Alabama. When Colin Sexton was playing for them, they went out like 4v5 for an entire half of basketball and still won that game. And 2K was like, nope, we can't do that. We need 5 players at all time. A player, Brook Lopez, who I had injured, who was injured, is not. That's crazy. Oh, I've never seen this before. Injury history. So they're saying that Eric Bledsoe need 8 more days to get better. Huh. I've never seen any of that. Is Eric Bledsoe the only one injured right now? No, we still got a couple. Yikes, that's a lot of people still. All right, that's pretty much it for me. I just want to see what team wins the championship depending on all of these injuries. Oh, guys, I forgot to even show y'all this. This is a very important part of this video, and we're like halfway through and I haven't showed y'all. I also turned down the duration of every player to 25. So that's why that's another reason why everybody keeps getting injured, because nobody can stay healthy because everything is 25 on all teams. So I don't know why it took me so long to show that to y'all, but I did. All right, let's go. Jokic won MVP. Here are all the awards if you care. Oh, defense player of the year, Kawhi Leonard. It's usually like Giannis, so Kawhi Leonard's a little different. I want to see the stats. All right, so oh my God, Trae Young was second in points per game this season. Second in points per game this season. Wow. So I mean, we're seeing some random stuff here. But my main question is, do we got games played? Can we see games played? All right. Trae Young, Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard, Blake Griffin, Kyle Kuzma, Luka, Drummond. So we still had a lot of players this league that had a perfect season as far as games played. On the other side of things, I'm sure we're going to have Reggie Jackson says like 1 game played because he got injured his first game of the season. Fred VanVleet only started 1 game. No. Give me complete games played. So, yep, there's Reggie Jackson. Yeah, so he got injured literally the first game of the season. It was out. Very, very unlucky. But other than that, Willie Cauley-Stein only played 2 games this season before dislocated his right patella. But a lot of these players that are down here are just like bum players that only get a certain amount of PT. And then Dwayne Wade's down here too. Let's see. Another thing we wanted to see. Actually, no. We wanted to see who made the playoffs and who didn't. Because as you remember, the Wizards were on top of the East. And they finished with the 2nd best record in the East. But right now, they have no Bradley Beal who's injured. So we also got to look at what teams have big injuries going into the playoffs. Western Conference, Here are all the teams, you know, pretty normal stuff there. But what teams have like big time injuries going into the playoffs? Let's see. So the 76ers still have no Embiid in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure they were the 1 seed. And Ben Simmons is day-to-day with a broken left leg, so he'll be back for like game 2 or something. We have Malcolm Brogdon, Eric Bledsoe, and Brook Lopez out. That's kind of big. The Celtics have Kyrie out for at least 2 weeks. Who else? Who else is in the playoffs? The Hawks made the playoffs, but they're not missing anybody big. I guess Kevin Huerter matters. The Hornets made the playoffs. They got no Malik Monk and no Jeremy Lamb. The Jazz got no Derek Favors, no Rudy Gobert, so their defense is probably going to struggle a little bit. The Lakers are good. The Mavs are good. The Nets, I don't think they made the playoffs. The Nuggets got their whole roster. There is no Tyreek Evans for multiple reasons. The Pelicans are good. So a lot of the teams that made the playoffs are healthy. Pascal Siakam's out. They got Chris Paul. Oh, no, Chris Paul is still out with a collapsed lung. Ouch. We should definitely look and see which one of these injuries sound the worst. So broken left ankle. I mean, of course, all broken stuff hurts. But like a collapsed lung sounds next level pain. Maybe somebody watching this video has had a collapsed lung. But personally, I wouldn't want a collapsed lung. But all these others, fractures, sprains, hyperextended. I've been through hyperextensions. Tendonitis, pulled muscles. I've pulled some muscles. Achilles injuries sound terrible too. But it's something about that collapse. Spinal injuries. Yes, that's something you do not want. Because sometimes spinal injuries can be career ending. Think about Johnny Knox. I know a lot of y'all basketball dudes, but some of y'all may know the name Johnny Knox, football player for the Bears back in the day. Spinal injury, never played again. All right, let's see who wins the championship. Spinal injuries. Ouch. They don't even tell you. They just said, yo, spine. It's your spine, dog. I don't know what you did to it, but it's hurting, and you can't play because of it. And then after the playoffs, I just want to see if anybody retires because of injury. I don't think so, but we'll just check it, and then we'll end the video off there. We ended up as a 6 seed, but we got out of the first round beating the Toronto Raptors. Seems like that's what they're going to do in real life, too. They're up 2-0 right now in the Eastern Conference Finals. Spurs going against the Warriors. Ooh, we got Portland Warriors, real life, and then us versus the Philadelphia 76ers, which is this close to really happening in real life. So even with the injuries, 2K, you know, did a pretty good job of predicting things, but they got wrong with the 76ers making it to the finals, but I'm guessing they just going to lose in the finals. Uh-oh, they're going game 7. Okay, I'm going to pause. Is somebody super injured? KD's out. Steph is out. There it is. That's the reason why they blew that lead. No KD, no Steph, but also no Joel and no Tobias. So I would guess with no KD and no Steph that the 76ers win in this game. They lost it. KD won Finals MVP even though he missed the last 2 games of the series. Klay Thompson went nuclear. Went for 40. And Embiid actually played game 7 after we just thought he wasn't going to play. And that is it, guys. That is what happens if everybody in the league got injured. Player retirements, Jason Terry, but nobody young because of injury. That's it. Thank y'all. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like. This is McKinney. Peace.